Montrose Christian. First half, it's a Montrose Christian over the toilet. Stu Vetter, 42, Carrera, 12. Montrose Christian.
Coach, you want to start off?
Okay. After a tremendous start by the boys and girls, I thought they came out and played tremendously well, shot the ball extremely well. We settled down defensively, got more into a half-court game that we wanted to play, and I think we were able to come back. From the first quarter on, defensively, I thought we were outstanding. Patient on offense, did the things we wanted to do, and we wanted them to defend our sets. Okay, and that's how we were easy. We got a lot of easy baskets off our sets, as well as transition play. So I think great effort against a very good team. These guys were terrific, and we're looking forward to the championship tomorrow.
Coach, talk about your front lines play, specifically number 42.
Well, Michael is you know, I've coached a lot of really great rebounders over the years. Probably the most natural rebounder I had was George Lynch. Played in the NBA for 12 years. Was one of those guys that's just a tremendous natural rebounder. He has a nose for the ball. Michael Carrera is George Lynch, as far as that goes. He has great hands. You know, he's relentless on the boards, and you know, he's just a tremendous rebounder. You see his hands, the size of his hands, but he's got great basketball hands. Okay, also he's a competitor. I thought he responded well. They were very physical inside. He responded well. He ended up, I believe, with 17 rebounds.
Coach, if you play against Oak Hill tomorrow or Dwyer, and I know Michael had 17 rebounds today, you certainly expect a challenge for him with a couple of big men in the course. I believe Joel James for Dwyer, or you know, with Oak Hill, I think number 20, who's about 6'8". You certainly expect a tough challenge for the next game.
Well, regardless of who we played, we know they're great basketball teams, both of them. We played Oak Hill, fortunately, early in the year. We were fortunate to win, I believe, in double overtime. They're big, strong, you know, all Division I players. But again, rebounding is just as much, if not more, about positioning. So we'll have to make sure we get good position, be aggressive, and I think we'll be okay.
Coach, you had a 12-3 run to start the second half. Tyler obviously played a big part in that. Talk a little bit about what you guys did differently. And
well, when we came out, we talked at halftime about, you know, having a lead of 9 points and the first 4 minutes being vital. You know, your first 4 minutes of the game, first 4 minutes of the second half, I think, are critical. You know, we came out, we wanted to get good shots. Tyler is you know, one of the best three-point shooters around. He can catch and shoot as well as anybody that's played at Montrose. And that's a lot of good players. Okay, and he is one of the top three-point shooters in this area. I think he's the top three-point shooter in the area because of the competition he's played. But he's when he's hitting his outside shot, it opens things up for us. Because when he's hot, you know, they have to go out and spread the floor. Then it opens up penetration for Tyrone, opens up the inside for Michael and our other big guys.
Coach, 12, 34, and 5 gave you some hustle plays. I mean, are you used to that on an everyday basis? And if not, what was the impact of that?
No, I think you saw much more of a Montrose performance tonight. I mean, we pride ourselves in our defense. We pride ourselves in getting the loose balls. Cedric Blossom was very good tonight inside. He's been a very steady influence for us. He's strong. You know, does a lot of good things. You know, he climbs up the middle a little bit. A lot of the dirty work, you know, Betancourt, you know, the whole group, even the guys that came off the bench. We think we have 11 good players. We have 11 guys that will play at the next level. I don't know what level that'll be, but they'll play at the next level. Okay, and I think that those guys that came in and the guys that do the little things, you find out at the end of the season, those were the big things.
Coach, you limited Taylor to 4 shots in the second half after he put up 14 3-3s in the first half. What kind of adjustments did you make on him?
Well, the first half, what we did at halftime, we decided to guard the screen differently. You know, we got up tight on the screen, and we wanted to make sure that our big guys were hedging out on the screen so that the guy had to at least shoot over top his hand. The first quarter, they were shooting wide open shots. I mean, they were making them, but we weren't contesting them. We came out with a sagging defense. You know, we thought they would want to penetrate, and we were going to stop their penetration. We didn't think they could shoot quite as well as they did. Okay, they shot a tremendous percentage. Second half, we said, hey, you're going to hedge up on the screen, make sure you get a hand up, and at least force the shot out farther, or let the defense get over top the screens. They were doing a nice little double screen at the top, okay? And we had both big men up hedging and occasionally even trapping, okay? And that broke their rhythm a little bit. They were in too good a rhythm that first quarter.
Coach, you guys shot like 63% in the second half. How much of that was the sets? How much of that was using some of the mismatches?
Well, I thought we did a pretty good job of both. I mean, a couple times, I remember Michael having the ball with a small man on him late in the game, and then I think Ty saw it, and then we had something else called, but they saw it right away and got it into Michael and created a play. So I think it was a combination of both, and I think the fact that we could rotate in some 8, 9 players without any problem, I think it wore them down a little bit. And Michael inside and Justin, they're warriors. I mean, they go at it. You know, they rebound the ball. You know, and you saw Justin make some great plays inside just on his leaping ability and the power.
Tyrone and Tyler, you guys are seniors. Outside of what the coaching staff is going to be talking to the team about, this is going to be your last game coming up wearing that Montrose Christian uniform. What are you guys going to be telling the other guys on the team as you approach your final game for your school?
I would just come in and tell the teammates, this is me and Tyler last game, so you know, and Mello, and we want to enjoy it just as everybody else. And our goal is to win a national championship. That's what we came here for business. And we're gonna play this game like it's our last, and we're gonna go 100%, and we hope to come out with the victory and win a national championship.
Same thing as Todd said. I mean, Coach has been preaching us to this since August. We've been going hard since August. So, I mean, we came up to this point. There's no stopping now. We just want to go hard and get this W.
Add to that Tyler's been in our program since 8th grade. He played on our 8th grade team and played on our JV team and all the way up through our program. It's been a starter for us the last couple of years.
Justin and Michael, do you feel like, and you guys are going to be seniors next year, you're already committed to Maryland, and where are you?
We don't know.
You don't know yet, it's certainly up in the air. To follow up that last question, when Tyler and Tyrone, after they play their last game tomorrow, seniors, you guys feel like that you could go through another good year playing against a strong, schedule, and do you feel like you guys could come back and be in this situation again next year?
Well, honestly, I think, not to go away from your question, but I think right now, like our boy said, we should, focus on getting this
one,
year, and hopefully, fortunately, we can win it this year and next year. But, right now, the most important game is tomorrow, and all we can look at is tomorrow. Me and Michael, we're going to do our job. We're going to do all the dirty work. I've never been led by 3 great seniors. There's no one leader on the team. It's 3 as 1, and that's how it should be. I have Ty on and off the court in my ear, teaching me how to become a leader for next year. Tyler as well, Carmelo as well. They all teach me how to become a leader for the future. And I feel great being beside these group of guys, and like I am now. But I'll go to war with these guys, and hopefully we can pull it out tomorrow.
You seem like you're pretty happy having, and I know you said this, Coach, about having Carmelo, and I remember you saying yesterday that he didn't take a shot, and that was a good thing. And today he had 5 points, and you were pretty impressed. And you're really going to miss him, like you'll miss these 2 next year.
Carmelo has just been a tremendous addition because he is that unselfish player. And that jumper that he hit today, the baseline jumper, is something he's been working on now for months because he was not a shooter at all when he first came. But he's the type of kid that in a year or so at the next level, he will become an outstanding college player. And he's a special guy. He can play the whole game, play great, and be happy with the passes. I think yesterday he made 4 incredible assists. And sometimes when you coach, you don't see it. But I watched the tape last night. He made some pinpoint passes and was tremendous. So he's definitely going to be missed. We have 3 seniors that we're going to miss not only because of how good players they are, but the kind of type of people that they are. They're good guys. They work hard in the classroom. They work hard on the court. And the guys coming back, we're going to be good. We got good players coming back. So physically, we're going to be an imposing team next year.
23, did you sense them getting frustrated at all early in the game? And did you take it upon yourself to kind of increase that frustration?
Is that boys and girls?
Yeah.
I wouldn't see it as being frustrated. They had a great team. They have a great coaching staff. I give a lot of credit to them. They never gave up. You know, they were a tough-nosed team, driving and penetrating to get into the basket and finishing. They were just an all-around great team. And you know, my team came out, and like they said, we played good quality Montrose Christian basketball. We shared the ball well. Tyrone stayed composed at the point guard, and that's tough to do when you have two people pressing you full court, you know. And it's not about what they did, I think it's about what we did to withstand the runs that they had, because this is a game of runs. You know, they're going to get their shots. And Mike Taylor, I give a lot of credit to him today. He played a great game. And but the best thing, I think, that we withstood that, and we got ourselves together, and we withstood the run, and we came back and got our own.
Justin, number 10 seemed like he was in your ear pretty much the whole game. What was that about? And talk a little bit about how you were able to keep your focus.
That's just the game, you know. A lot of people talk trash, you know, but it's nothing personal, you know. We both exchanged words, but then at the end of the game, I told him great job and good luck at Rutgers next year, and I hope he has a great career there. And he told me the same about Maryland, and it's all love, you know. We all do the same thing. We have one common goal, and that's to make it as high as possible we can in the sport. And it was a great competitive game. Everyone played hard, both sides of the floor, and the trash talk it was no really serious trash talk.
Coach, do you have a preference in who you play tomorrow? Do you want to add another chapter to the Oak Hill rivalry? Or?
Yeah, both teams. The first time I saw Dwyer was the other night. I think they're very talented. They're a very good team, and we know Oak Hill is always good. So it really doesn't matter. It's to me, it's how we play. You know, I thought we played well tonight. Last night, I didn't think we played as well. I think we were very rusty. I think John Carroll was a lot better than anybody gave him credit for also. So I think whoever we play is going to be a great basketball game. We've had some great traditional games with Oak Hill going back. The 2006 game is considered one of the greatest games ever played in this area. When you had Kevin Durant versus Mike Beasley, Nolan Smith versus Gravis Vasquez, Ty Lawson, you had Adrian Bowie against Nolan Smith. You had guys in that game, Jeff Allen, Landon Milburn. There was just a tremendous amount of players. So it's always that great rivalry. But regardless of who we play, we need to worry about how we play, not who we play.
Tyler, you guys obviously had a lot of fans in the crowd, and being so close to here, it's sort of like a home game for you. With that and also having the #1 seed, do you guys feel like you have something to prove?
Not really. I mean, we always have a target on our back since we're Montrose Christian. So we always come into the game knowing that we're going to get attacked by our opponent. So every time we step into a game, we know that we have to go hard because they're going to go hard at us.
Michael, I never did first finish, and I know you probably don't want to answer like Justin, and of course, no, I know you both didn't want to answer that question because you do want to focus, of course, on tomorrow. But you did have 17 rebounds, and you have been a great transfer, I guess, since you came into this school. But do you feel as though you could be like even better, I guess, next year, that you've already become? To be more recognized, I guess, for, of course, college?
Yeah, the summertime, I need to work hard, play a 3 and next year, and Coach Vetter can help me. They help me a lot, play with basket, work out with him, because he's my friend. We go out together, and we do whatever together. And so we play hard, and he teach me how to play inside, outside the lane, but
And you could be a good dynamic duo with Justin next year.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And believe me, the colleges know all about Michael.
Oh yeah,
they know all about it.
All right.
Good.
Thank
Good.
you.
Thank you.